Good evening, Cosie.
Yeah, yes, Cozy. So your
Uh,
name is Chase, is that right?
yes, right.
Okay, nice to meet you, Chase. How are you doing tonight?
I feel sleepy.
Very
Yeah,
sleepy.
I was
Or
fine, but I feel sleepy right now.
I see. Yeah, maybe you just finished working, did you? Or you just got home?
No, I got home at 6 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So,
so I don't know why I'm I feel sleepy now.
okay.
Yeah,
Actually, there's no reason for that. It's just sleeping time. So, of
right.
course, you feel sleepy, right?
That's right.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways, it's okay. After our class, then you can have a rest, right?
Right, right.
Yes. Okay. So, Chase, did you prepare any lesson for us tonight?
Yeah, I read one article.
Mm-mm.
Hang on a second. There is transparent school bags.
Okay.
Yeah,
Transparent school bags.
yeah.
Okay. Do you think this is a very interesting issue, Chase?
I thought that it must have been an interesting thing, but it was not about that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw
Okay.
the yeah, when I saw the title, it was quite interesting to me. But
Mm-hmm.
after I saw the article, it was about a tragedy, or
Tragedy.
yeah, like
Yes.
terrorist, like
Correct. Or
yeah,
like a crime,
yeah,
right?
right,
Yeah. It's like there was a crime that happened in the school. Yeah. That is why they wanted to implement this.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
So, yeah. So, Chase, before I ask questions, can you please give me a summary, a short one, about the
Sure.
article?
All right.
Yeah.
The 17 people were shot dead in the
Mhm.
Florida high school, but we don't
Okay.
know the criminal, and we don't know uh, who this who did this crime. So there
Mhm.
is no information about the criminal, but
Yeah.
yeah, but uh, he was not a student, but I don't know what he was doing, uh, what his job is,
Mhm.
and after that, after that crime, um, somebody from school officer uh, announced that all students must wear their clear backpacks, which was going to be for free by
Okay.
school.
Yes.
But there were a lot of arguments and a lot of other opinions
Mhm.
for other people. It might have uh, many disadvantages
Yeah.
if all students have to wear clear backpacks.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay.
One of the reason is that if girl students wear this backpack
Mhm.
and their stuff could be seen to other people, everyone.
Okay.
If there was in if there was a sanitary stuff in there,
Mhm.
and the students might have felt shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be a problem as well.
Okay.
So,
So that's one.
uh, that's one. In the other one, mm, is that doesn't assure that this kind of crime is uh, happening again. because the criminal was not a student.
Yeah.
So if all students wore these kind of backpacks, we wouldn't uh, we wouldn't sure that
Mhm.
yeah, this crime would happen again.
Yes, or will be prevented, right?
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, because it's not a student. The criminal wasn't a student at that time. Yeah.
yeah, but we don't know who did it,
Mhm.
and we don't know his job.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, could be a teacher in that school,
it
right?
could be,
It could be,
or
yes.
it could be a student or parent.
A student's parent.
Yeah, oh, we're not
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Yes, and there would be a lot of reasons to do that, but it's not really mentioned here.
yeah,
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Also, it mentioned about medication. What's the issue about that?
medication,
Mm.
personal medication.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't get it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. So for the personal medication, is it shameful? I mean, do you
uh,
feel embarrassed if
no,
you?
it might depend on the medication type
Mhm.
medication, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think that would be a problem.
Oh. Oh, I guess it depends on the illness. For example, you've got
Hmm.
what kind of illness is shameful?
I don't know. What do you
Okay.
think?
So I
Yeah, you have any
All
idea?
right.
Yeah,
Okay. Actually, for example, diabetes, but I guess diabetes is not shameful, right, at all.
diabetes. Ah, yeah, yeah. It's not a
Yeah,
shame.
it's not shameful, but maybe other people wouldn't feel comfortable showing their medications, right?
Yeah,
Yes, of course. Yeah, or for example, some inherited disease or hereditary diseases, of course, they don't want other people to know that, right?
yeah, probably. Or
Yes. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, that's not the big problem here. The big problem is the privacy of the students, right?
yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. So how would you feel if you are a student in this school, Trey?
Um, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen this kind of backpack so far,
Mm-mm.
and even I cannot imagine how I would feel with this bag.
Okay. But would
Mm,
you agree? Would you comply or would you object?
I would reject this
Okay.
yeah, suggestion.
All right.
Yeah, but I
So
don't
you
know.
would
In Korea, there
check.
is yeah. In Korea, there is no any danger
Um,
uh, of like this kind of criminal. No,
okay.
we are not allowed to have any gun for
Mhm.
normal people. So it is not usual thing.
Mhm.
So I think we are safe if we
Okay.
live if we live in Korea, but in the United States, yes, you know,
Mm-mm.
the
Yeah.
situation is totally different from Korea.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the problem with
Okay.
yeah having I know the rule of having gun for people.
Yes. I guess in Korea, in most Asian countries, our governments prohibit ordinary people to have their guns, right? We can't even buy, I mean, in my country, we can't even buy a gun unless
Oh,
you're a policeman.
really? But a couple of days ago, I had a class with some teacher. I
Mm-mm.
I cannot remember who
Can't
it was,
remember the name.
but she said, right, Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah,
Ah,
she's one of evaluation teacher, right?
ah, yeah,
Yeah, and she said, uh, somebody, was it?
can have.
Yeah, somebody could have their own gun,
Yeah.
but that was not
Okay.
illegal.
Yes,
It was legal for him to have his own gun. if he,
Mm-hmm.
as long as he gets some license.
License.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is an exception. For example, the politicians, the powerful people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, the policeman, the politicians. But for the ordinary people, we are discouraged. Actually, we are discouraged to buy our guns.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for politics,
Oh, yeah. Politicians.
politician
Right.
can have
I guess,
their own gun.
yes, of course, because they have the power. So as long as they can secure a license from the government or from the agencies, then they could. They could have their guns, just like the policeman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but for the ordinary people like me, if I want to buy a gun, of course they will ask you why. Why would you want a gun? So ordinary people can't just have a gun.
Yeah, politician can have that kind of gun. I don't understand why they can have.
Politicians,
Yeah.
mm, because they work for the government.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got the power, they've got the authority. So maybe they felt like they will be more powerful if they have that.
Um, so this is really strange.
Yeah, it's actually super strange. Yes,
Yeah.
and normally it's illegal. It should be illegal to
Yeah.
have a gun. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well,
Mhm.
I totally agree. No, I totally understand. Policemen, police or
Yeah,
police
of course it's
officers,
reasonable.
can have their gun, of course. But for
Yeah.
politicians, why do they need that kind of gun?
Actually, they don't need a gun.
Yeah.
They just wanted to have it just to scare people maybe or just to show authority. Yeah,
Ah.
it's just to
Oh,
show authority or to show power to
so
people.
they want to show off their
Just
authority.
uh-huh. Maybe not really to show off, but normal people know that the politicians, oh, he's powerful, so he's got a gun, just like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just to show your authority, or not really to show off, because not all politicians want that. They
Hmm.
don't want it. Yeah.
All right, but in Korea, politician is the same as normal people like me. They don't have uh, they don't have a right to
Mhm.
buy guns
All right.
if they don't have any hunting license like that.
Mhm.
So they are just the same as us. But
The ordinary people.
ordinary people. According to your uh, according to you, the Philippines is a little bit different.
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah.
it's actually different. Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, I guess, for example, in America, in Canada, in the Western countries, it's also different, right? I guess even ordinary people can have their guns.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, in that country. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. So according to this article, what are some measures that the school is doing to avoid these crimes?
Measures.
Mm-hmm. So aside from the transparent there,
Um, Measures means uh, thing
some
that
measure.
yeah a thing that
Mm-mm.
can prevent the
Yes, yes,
crime from
preventive
happening
measures.
again.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So metal detector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So
So
that's one.
yeah. Hang on a second.
Mm-hmm. So metal detectors, so they will need to remove all the metals or they will need to confiscate or collect the metals, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And also the other is for the visitors. What will they do to the visitors?
Visitors
Mm-hmm.
will be funneled
Yes.
through special gauge. I
Okay.
mean,
So what does it mean?
special gauge might be measure, right?
Yes,
No?
it's also one. It's one of the facilities
Yeah,
to, yeah, to avoid this. They could be using a special gate to scan the people, right, when
yeah,
they enter the gate. That's actually cool. Yeah, do you think it helps?
yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's a good way to avoid this kind of criminal or
Mm-hmm.
crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, because there is um, no lack of privacy for students so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without backpack, without a transparent backpack.
Backpack.
Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah, metal detectors can detect some metals if
Metals.
there was a gun in their body or
Mm.
their back,
Yeah.
so it can be detected by the facilities and special gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So the special gates are also maybe helpful to some extent, right?
yeah,
Yes. Okay. And the metal detectors could also use to detect the knife if there will be some knife from the students.
yeah,
Because
other
not only
weapon.
the gun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, correct.
But it
Oh, do you?
yeah, it's gonna take a little bit long time if they uh, were checked by detectors and special gates. So people should
Mhm.
wait for a bit time.
Oh,
That means
okay.
people can claim that uh, people can claim the situation. I don't have any time. I should go. Well, what are you doing? You should go fast.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm in a hurry. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't have
right,
time for
right.
this.
I haven't done this kind of checking system before, so I gotta
Mhm.
go now.
Okay, just like in the airport. That is why when you go to the airport, there's always a long line,
Yeah, so
right?
this is not in airport. This is just school. So what are you
Oh
doing?
yeah. And the students wanted to study. They don't want to be checked,
Yeah,
right?
right, right,
And
right.
everything.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
late for a class.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, correct.
yeah,
And
right.
they're still checking on you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, if you were one of the administrator in the school, Trace, what would you implement? What policy would you implement?
I didn't get it. Can you tell me again?
Okay. So, what policy would you implement to avoid or at least to mitigate the security issues?
Policy. The
Yes,
rule about the clear rules. Yeah, which will
because you are not in favor of the transparent school bags, right?
yeah.
So, what could be other ways,
Could be
alternative
other
ways?
ways. mm, mental, mental things on
Mm-hmm.
every people, everyone. I mean,
Mental.
psychology. Yeah, I think what if we get a cure of uh, cure in terms of psychological uh,
Mm-hmm.
psychological things.
Psychological games to all
Yeah,
the students.
yeah. Just one
Okay,
time,
I just one.
just one time,
Yeah.
or some should have a specific period like once a month or
Mhm.
yeah, once 2 months.
Okay, once
Yeah,
every 2 months.
yeah, once
Okay.
every 2 months.
All right. So what's the objective of that?
Objective. Uh, it's gonna take times.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So you wanted to check their brains
Yeah,
before?
right. But I think we should change our mind if we really want to prevent these criminals at school.
Uh-huh.
And we cannot uh, we if we compare the before before I didn't have any uh, things like this.
Mhm.
And if
So you mean
we yeah if we keep comparing with previous situation, we cannot do anything, we cannot change anything. So I think our mind has to be changed.
correct?
uh,
Yeah, your mindset, right?
Mindset.
Yeah, your mindset. It's like how you think on something.
Yeah.
Mhm. So you need to change your mindset. So you mean you should just ignore the issue?
Ignore the issue.
Yeah, because you will change your mind. You mean you will not think about the crime. Just forget it?
No way, no way.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
about that. Yeah, I think
So you,
if we want to uh, stop crime like this, we
mhm.
uh, we should try to do something, and it which is which can which might take some time, and which might uh, have people do more things, but we should get it. I mean, so
Okay.
yeah, our mind should be set.
Uh-huh. So you need to change, totally change your
Yeah, right.
mindset.
Yeah, right, right.
Ah, okay.
I meant it.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Okay. So you mean the administrators of the school or even the students, right? Yeah, they need to change their mind on something.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because criminals, but I guess criminals don't change their mind. If they want to do something bad, they would still go for it, no matter what.
yeah,
Yeah.
might be.
Okay. So, anyways, can you tell me about any experience that you encountered at school?
On counter,
Yes, encountered. Encountered. Any
encountered.
encounter like meet or experienced?
Which experience do you want
Yeah,
me to
any
tell you?
experience
Yeah,
that you encountered at school when you were going to school, something bad?
yeah. Something like this content? No.
Yeah, like the issue, but of course not bad as this, I hope it's not like this.
um, um, there's nothing to remember right now.
Okay, so you mean all your experiences at school were good? You all had good memories.
uh, not too not too much good memory, but not too bad.
Not too bad, at
Yeah,
least.
that was just normal school life for me. Yeah,
Okay,
middle school, high school, university.
university.
Yeah, or nothing special life back then.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So you were like a typical student
yeah,
before.
right. I
Yeah,
was
just a
not a
normal one.
distinguished student, really
Mhm.
normal student.
Just a normal one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or we can say like a typical student,
yeah,
right?
typical student.
Yeah, as a typical student.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, and like you mentioned, Korea is safe as to some crimes like this. What about other, for example, using the knife?
yeah, yeah.
Because,
Most criminals tend to use knife
mhm,
because they don't have gun and
yeah,
automatic weapons like
mhm,
bomb. They are not allowed to get bombs, guns like the weapons. So they I think they decided to use guns,
Nice.
which is really easy for them to buy or get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. So you mean some criminals would just use other weapons?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I guess if the criminal would use a knife or something, it would be easier to catch him, right? Or to capture the criminal.
catch him. If criminals have just knife,
Yeah, I
so we
guess.
can catch him easily. You think?
I mean, as compared to the guns, I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah, yeah.
easier,
Yeah,
right?
of course, of course.
Yeah, it's easier to capture the criminal as compared to the person use a gun because he will shoot you from a distant place,
Yeah,
from a
but
far place.
I think people who tries to get criminals are much more afraid
Why?
than
Like,
uh, than a gun, a criminal with a gun, because as we see long sword or axes with a criminal,
uh-huh.
it gave us a lot of fear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, much more than gun, I think.
Okay. So you mean the people who are
Yeah,
catching the
yeah,
bad guys
yeah,
are scared?
yeah,
Okay.
more scared.
More scared.
Yeah.
So you mean the criminals are braver. They are braver than
Yeah,
those who wanted to
no,
catch
I,
them.
I mean just a image of gun, not image of gun versus image of knife
Nice.
or X. So
Mhm.
I think knife and X
Axel.
X
Okay.
give us much more fear than gun.
Gun. Is it? I guess gun is a lot scarier. It's like because they can just shoot you.
I don't know. I was talking about the image
And just the
of
image, just the
weapons.
expectation.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I see. So when you imagine that,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot scarier.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
imagine the knife with a lot of blood.
correct.
Yeah, but
Okay,
the gun there is no blood
not a lot
on.
of
Oh
blood.
yeah, on a gun. Just
Oh, I
yeah,
understand what you mean.
yeah,
Okay, so you mean using a knife to kill someone is, yes, of course, if
right.
you saw that, yeah, it's a lot scarier.
Yeah, right,
Okay, I see. So, anyways, that is why you said this topic is it's tragic, right?
yeah,
It's tragedy. It's not really interesting. You
yeah.
said the
But the
title is interesting.
yeah, the title is really interesting. Transparent school bag. I've never seen that best so far. So have you seen that?
Some kids, I mean the little kids, they like that. They like using that.
Ah, really?
Yes, but they are kids, so they don't
Yeah.
care about what's in their bags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Our
Okay.
time's up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's just have a short summary, okay? So before I forget, I will just tell you some of my observations here. All right. So like for the first one, the corrections, like different opinion for other people. You should probably use from other people, right?
All
It's
right.
just yeah, it's just that, just the for and from. All right. And also you can say could be seen to everyone. That should be could be seen by everyone, right?
Okay.
Yes. Just like that. Just those other minor, your mistakes are actually not very big. I mean, not so serious mistakes. So you can
Because
just,
because I didn't speak a lot. So
oh, okay.
there was yeah minor errors. If I was really talkative in this class, I would have I would have made a lot of mistakes. But
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Yes. Yeah, but it's okay. Maybe you can express yourself more, right, next time.
Anyway, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so thank you so much then, Chase. Just check your feedback then later, all right?
Okay, thank you very much,
Okay,
Cosie.
thank you so much too. So
Yeah,
have a good night, Chase. You can rest now.
yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.